But not only that, here's what really shocked me, is we had a TV monitors going all the time, and we had it on, in Chicago, there was a local investment channel, Channel 26, and it was very much like CNBC now, but it was a lot less sophisticated. And, you know, so we'd watch as people would come on the show and with various, you know, have various interviews and that sort of thing. And I'm watching one morning, and there's this vice president from Heinhold, which is now doesn't exist anymore, but they were one of the biggest hog and meat producers in the Midwest back in the 80s. And this vice president from Heinhold is being interviewed by, you know, the guy on Channel 26, and he's talking about how, you know, how people got to get into live hogs and pork bellies because prices are going up, and, you know, and he's just going on and on about what a great investment it is. And really, and here, and this would happen quite frequently, by the way, but this was just an example, and then all the phones started lighting up. These are all the people in the Chicago area, the typical, you know, the traders in the Chicago area that are listening to this guy, because when I say that, because the phones are lighting up and all the brokers are starting to take orders to buy bellies and buy hogs. And I'm thinking, well, you know, that was pretty impactful, right? Oh, gee, and then on Squawk Box, guess who's taking the other side of those orders? Heinhold. They needed somebody to come in and take the other side of their orders. What commercials and hedgers and fund managers and all the people who are really, let's say, professionals, they have become very, very sophisticated at finding ways of drawing the general public into taking the other sides of their trades. Meaning, and the point that I'm making here, is that they will purposefully do things that will draw the typical general public, let's say the general public, into the other side of their trades, when in fact what they want to do is the exact opposite. For an example, let's if I'm a hedge fund manager and I'm long stocks, or it doesn't really matter what it is. I could be long bonds, I could be long gold, I could be whatever it is, and I want to liquidate my position. Now I've got a huge position, meaning I've got a cash position and I want to sell it. If I go into the market right now and sell my entire position, what do you think is going to happen to the price? Chances are it's going to go down. I am actually going to, because of the volume of my trades, I am actually going to drive the price down, making my average cost lower and lower. I don't want to do that. I don't want to, so for an example, if I come into the market and I say, hey, you know what, I've got 10 million shares of this and that to sell, what's going to end up happening is that those 10 million shares are going to end up taking out all the bids, all the prices down, take out all the bids until you find a spot where it can't take out, where the size of the trade cannot take out any more bids and the price stabilizes. If I'm a hedge fund manager and I've got to unload, a huge position, and the market happens to be sitting right here in relative to this chart pattern, how might I maximize my profits? What might I do? Now remember, I've got to sell. I'm going to be a seller. But what might I do to make sure that I get the best price? What?
Drive it up and sell.
Yeah, drive it up. In other words, I will do the opposite of what I want to do to get a better price. And I will drive it up. But by me driving this price up, it draws other people into the market. That will help, will it not? Because it creates more of an imbalance. Now, that's the real thing. What I want to do is I want to get more buyers into the market. And the reason why I want to get more buyers into the market is so somebody is there to take the other side of my sell orders. Because that's ultimately what I'm doing here. What I'm doing is I want to sell. So what I'm doing is creating a bigger pool of orders to come into the market till I can sell into, so that my sell orders don't drive the price down.